Hey, how's it going, YouTube? I'm back in the video, and today I'm going to be talking about why I think LeBron James could potentially have his best year of his career going into next season. But before I do get in the video, I do want to address a few things. First of all, if you're wondering why there hasn't been a video up in about 10 days, which is probably one of the longest I've ever went without uploading, it's for two reasons. One reason is because the video I already uploaded got taken down after about 2 days of being up, meaning like someone took it down for copyright, but it's going to get back up. I'm getting the video back up. It was falsely taken down. I'm getting that video back up, don't worry. And then also because I got very sick right after it, and it affected my throat and I couldn't talk, and my voice still isn't all the way back, and my throat still kind of hurts. So if I sound different, that is why. But I just wanted to get all of that out of the way before I do get in the video, so you're not wondering why I've been not uploading and all things like that. But yeah, so if you do like the video, hit the like button and subscribe button. It mean the absolute word to me. And without further ado, without rambling on too much, let's get right into this video. Alright, so my first reason for this video is going to be tons of leadership and scoring ability or responsibility is going to be taken off of his shoulders. Because if you look at it, in many of LeBron's championship teams, he's had to be the entire leader of the team, like the main leader at all times, 100% of the time, while also being the best player on the court, scoring the most points, making the passes happen, doing everything he has to do to help his team win a championship, especially when he was in Cleveland. He was the only good player on that team. But if you look at his most dominant years with the Miami Heat and all of them, he always had other players to make him better and make the team better and help lead the team, which he now has, as he's now no longer going to have to be that guy that 100% of the time has to be in leader mode. As if you just look at their all-star level players they have on the roster outside of LeBron, they have Russel Westbrook, who's a former MVP. He knows how to win games. He's a very good player and can also be a leader at times, more of an on-court leader with his emotion and how hard he plays, but that is still a way of leadership. And then Anthony Davis, a former championship NBA Finals winner, knows how to win games, knows how to play on the biggest stages, and can really help the young guys know how to play from there. But then even if you go even farther, you have Trevor Ariza, who has constantly been on very good teams, knows how to win games, knows how to play his role, knows how to just really help teams win. Carmelo Anthony, one of the best scorers to ever live, is going to be able to mentor a ton of the young guys on the roster. Just a very, very good scorer. Rajon Rondo has won multiple championships, one of the better in-game leaders in the league, very smart, very high basketball IQ, and just a very, very good playmaker. Dwight Howard was very good in the beginning of his career. He knows how to just win games, pretty much. He knows how to help teams win, and Dwight Howard's going to help that a lot. Then DeAndre Jordan as well. He's also been a very big part of many good teams, and he's also been very close to winning championships as well. And with all that leadership on the team, from their stars to their role players, is going to help a ton, because if you look at it, now all those young guys are not going to have to be micromanaged by LeBron. LeBron's not have to keep up on it, make sure they're practicing, make sure they're staying focused and all things like that. They're now going to have these veteran role players on their roster to help him with that. It's going to make so much stress off of LeBron, and it's also going to just make it to where he does not have to micromanage every little thing that goes on with the roster and the young guys that he has to worry about on the team, because now people like Rondo, Carmelo, Trevor Ariza, who are all really trying to win championships right now, are going to be able to keep those young guys in check that they have and really keep them focused on what the task at hand is. And then also when it comes to scoring, LeBron's going to have a ton of weight lifted off his shoulders as well, especially at least from last year, because last year, outside of Anthony Davis, and especially when Anthony Davis went down with injury, all of the scoring went on LeBron. He looked like the only guy who could make his own shot and actually score the ball when he wanted to. But now this year, they have so many new options to score, because obviously they have Anthony Davis, who can get a bucket at any times when he's healthy. He's just unstoppable. You cannot guard him. Then with the addition of Russel Westbrook, obviously we know how good he can score. One of the most explosive players in the league, one of the most unstoppable players in the league. Hopefully he can get his jump shot down and he'll be able to score a ton, and he can get a bucket whenever he wants to. So now they legitimately have 3 players on the roster that are damn near unstoppable and can score at any time that they want. And then they also have people like Carmelo, who, although not the scorer he used to be, can still go and get a bucket if he has to. Malik Monk is nothing but offense. Kendrick Nunn can score at times. He's a very solid player. And although not all of those role players are always going to be on, at least 1 or 2 of them should be always having a good night, just because of how many of them that they do have. So assuming that at least 2 of the stars are playing good on every given night, and at least 1 or 2 of the role players, that will give this Lakers team a chance to win every single night. And that just shows you how much scoring and how much of that pressure is going to be getting taken off of LeBron's shoulders. For a guy going into year 19, that could be huge for him when it comes to his productiveness, because now he's going to be able to focus on only himself, play very good. Now, obviously, he's still going to be a leader, but he's going to be able to focus way more on his game, on him playing better, and him improving overall as a player. And that is going to be huge for him, especially going into his 19th season, to not have to micromanage and worry about every little thing on the court. And now my other reason for this video is going to be that they have the perfect matchup of players on this Lakers roster, because obviously everybody knows LeBron plays best when he has tons and tons of shooters around him, and that is exactly what the Lakers were able to go out and do last offseason. And if you look at some of the players that they did get, it becomes very, very obvious what they were trying to do. They got very efficient shooters, and this becomes very, very obvious if you do look at some of the players that they acquired, as they have Carmelo Anthony, Malik Monk, and Kendrick Nunn, all three of which shot over 38% from the three-point line last year, which is very, very good, and that is extremely efficient coming from the three-point line. And with just those three shooters, it's going to make LeBron's game even more easy. But they also added people like Trevor Ariza, who's a very solid shooter. Anthony Davis has always been a decent three-point shooter from where he's at, and hopefully Russel Westbrook can get his three-point shot down as well, as he's going to be shooting a lot more wide-open jump shots opposed to the contested off the dribble ones he was forced to take in Washington last season. So I think he does have potential to be a good shooter, and I think almost everyone on this roster outside of the centers have a very, very good shot at being very, very good shooters and floor spacers for LeBron, which is going to help LeBron play immensely going into this season, and it's probably going to make him look very, very good with his assist numbers and then his overall scoring, because if you have to guard LeBron one-on-one because you have to worry about 4 shooters on the court, have fun guarding LeBron one-on-one. It is impossible. And then another thing that LeBron had to do last year was do pretty much all of the playmaking last year, and well, that playmaking was addressed very, very nicely, as they were able to add Russel Westbrook, who has averaged 10 assists in multiple seasons of his career, and then also Rajon Rondo, who's one of the better passing veterans in the entire NBA. So now LeBron's not going to have to worry about nearly as much about his playmaking and passing, because he has 2 other guys that are going to be taking that duty way off of his shoulders. Now, I'm sure LeBron is still going to be the primary ball handler and primary passer, but still, this is going to take tons and tons of pressure off of LeBron to have to do all the passing himself. He's going to have other players that are going to be able to find the open people, and it's going to help them a ton. And then lastly, what's I think going to help very much is that they're going to be able to play bully ball, but they're also going to be able to play small ball, because if you look at it, they can go with multiple different lineups, as they have 3 great bigs on the roster, and if they want to play bully ball, they can easily go with a lineup of where they have Dwight Howard at center, Anthony Davis at the 4, LeBron at the 3, Russell Westbrook at the 2, and someone like Rajon Rondo or Malik Monk at the 1 position. And then if they want to go small ball, they can go with Anthony Davis at the center, LeBron at the 4, Carmelo Anthony at the 3, Malik Monk at the 2, and Russell Westbrook at the 1, which is a very, very solid lineup. And although it is not that small, it is still a very nice small ball lineup. But unfortunately, guys, that's going to be it for this video. So comment below, do you agree with me? Do you think LeBron could have his best year this season? On your thoughts in the comment section below. And like I said, if you like the video point, hit the like button and subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. And I hope you have a blessed day. Had a blessed day, so you need to have a blessed day. All glory to God. See you in the next video. Goodbye. Boo. Blah.